Merseyside, the sporting and social highlight of the year. Ladies' Day at Aintree. But beyond the glamour and style, suffering. A horse put to death. Giovinco falling at the last fence of today's opening race. It follows 4 deaths at last year's Grand National Festival. Welfare a worry for tomorrow's showpiece race. But for the first woman to win the most gruelling of steeplechases, the test is the toughness.
Getting over every jump and staying out of trouble is what you have to do to win this race.
Some will say one death is one too many.
They're trying to alleviate risk, it can't ever be eliminated. If you look at the percentages of horses that die in racing, they're so minuscule, and that's just an unfortunate part of what we do.
To reduce the risk of fallers and fatalities, a dozen changes have been introduced, notably reducing the number of horses from 40 to 34, having a standing start rather than a rolling one, moving the start more than an hour earlier to 4 p.m. in the hope of a softer course, and softening fences by using foam and rubber toe boards. The first fence is now 60 yards closer to the start. It's an attempt to reduce the speed in the early stages and reduce the risk of horses falling. 5 horses failed to make it past the first fence last year, and one, Hill 16, died. It followed activists invading the course, delaying the start. A repeat isn't planned by Animal Rising, despite still calling for a ban on jump racing.
These changes, although they are vindicating of the protest last year and of the public's concern of horse racing, they're really not going to make a difference.
Aintree's leaders insist they listen to concerns.
We saw that there was an opportunity to make improvements, but we also want to retain a competitive and exciting event. So there was an element of protecting that, still having an exciting contest, but also seeing the opportunity to make things safer.
But even racegoers feel some unease.
Frightened of them falling over or hurting themselves, really, to be honest.
We all love the races, but at the end of the day, the horses, it's important that they're safe.
The horse welfare is really important, and it should be to all of us. So if they can do that and still make it entertaining, that's fantastic.
And tomorrow, Corroch Rambler is favourite to become only the second back-to-back national winner in 5 decades. The essence of this race is how tough it is. Organisers hope it can be safer without sacrificing the spectacle. Rob Harris, Sky News, Aintree.